Have you ever wondered what truly sets apart those who age with grace and vitality from those who don't? Contrary to popular belief, getting older doesn't have to mean slowing down, giving up your independence, or surrendering your strength. In fact, some people over 65 are quietly defying the odds, doing things many believe are no longer possible at their age. And today we're going to uncover exactly what those things are. In this video, we'll explore 8 powerful signs that reveal you're not just aging, you're thriving. These aren't flashy tests or complicated exercises. They're simple, everyday movements that say more about your longevity, resilience, and inner strength than any number on a lab report. Here's the truth. If you're in your late 60s, 70s, or even 80s, and you're still able to do a few of these things, you're part of a rare and remarkable group. The kind of people who might not make headlines but are quietly living proof that healthy aging is possible and achievable. And if you're not quite there yet, don't worry. We're not here to judge. We're here to inspire. By the end of this video, you'll know what to look for, what to work on, and why these small abilities can make a big difference in how you live the rest of your life. So stick with us, because what you'll discover today might just change how you see your own body, your potential, and your future. Now let's get started with the first sign of exceptional aging. And trust me, it's one most people never even think about. 1. You still have strong grip strength. When was the last time you opened a jar without needing help or carried a heavy grocery bag with one hand? If that sounds familiar, you're doing better than you might think. Grip strength is one of those quiet abilities that often goes unnoticed until it's gone. But here's the powerful truth. It's not just about your hands. A firm grip is a reflection of your entire body's strength, from your muscles and nerves to your cardiovascular health. Recent studies have shown that grip strength is a surprisingly accurate indicator of overall longevity. In fact, seniors who maintain a strong grip tend to live longer, experience fewer hospitalizations, and preserve independence longer than their peers. That's not a coincidence. It's biology. You see, the hands are involved in nearly everything you do. Lifting, holding, steadying yourself, getting dressed, even enjoying hobbies like gardening or cooking. When your grip is strong, it usually means the rest of your body, especially your arms, shoulders, and core, is staying strong too. Take a moment to think about this. Many everyday frustrations among older adults, dropping objects, struggling with zippers, or even keeping balance while rising from a chair, can be traced back to a weakening grip. But here's the good news. Grip strength is highly trainable. You don't need a gym. Simple tools like stress balls, resistance bands, or light hand weights can make a huge difference when used consistently. Let's not forget the confidence factor. A strong handshake still makes an impression. It tells the world, I may be older, but I'm still strong. I'm still here. So if you can still open jars, carry a gallon of milk, or hold on to the railing without shaking, take pride in that. It's more than convenience. It's a sign of functional aging and a predictor of better health outcomes. Don't take it for granted. Keep using your hands. Strength, just like independence, is something you maintain by using it day by day. And remember, it's never too late to rebuild it. 2, you can get up from the floor without assistance. It may sound simple, but being able to sit down on the floor and get back up without needing help is one of the strongest indicators of how well you're aging. Why is this such a big deal? Because this single movement requires core strength, joint mobility, balance, and coordination, all at once. As we age, these are often the very first areas to decline. And yet, if you're still able to stand up from the floor on your own, that means your body is working in remarkable harmony. Think about everyday life, reaching under the bed, playing with grandkids, or stretching on a mat after a walk. If you can return to standing without grabbing a table, bracing your knees, or asking for a hand, you're ahead of the curve. In fact, many physicians use this ability as part of a mobility assessment because it correlates strongly with independence and reduced fall risk. Studies even show that those who can't perform this move unaided are at a higher risk for future health complications. Let's be honest, most people don't train for this. But if you've kept moving, done light exercises, or simply stayed active in your routine, your body has rewarded you. And if this is something you struggle with now, don't worry. It's never too late to start improving. Practice modified floor movements, strengthen your legs and core, and work gradually. Progress happens with patience. So if you can rise from the floor with ease, take pride in it. It's not just movement, it's freedom in motion. 3. You still maintain good posture. Let's talk about something most people overlook: posture. If you can still stand tall with your shoulders back, walk without leaning forward, and sit upright without slumping, that says a lot more about your health than you might think. Good posture is not just about how you look, it's about how well your body works. When your spine is aligned properly, everything from your muscles and joints to your lungs and digestive organs function better. You breathe more deeply, move more freely, and experience less fatigue over time. As we age, posture often begins to decline. The shoulders round, the back hunches, and the head starts to drift forward. This isn't just a cosmetic change. It can signal weakening core muscles, spinal compression, or even early signs of osteoporosis. But if you're still able to hold yourself upright without effort or pain, that's a powerful sign that your musculoskeletal system is holding strong. Posture also directly affects balance, which is crucial for fall prevention. When your weight is properly distributed over your feet, your body is more stable, and that reduces your risk of stumbling or losing your footing. Consider the everyday benefits. Better posture makes walking less tiring, improves confidence, and may even make you appear younger and more vibrant. If you notice yourself leaning more than usual, start small. Strengthen your core and back muscles with simple exercises like wall angels, seated spinal twists, or light resistance band work. And if you're still walking tall today, take a moment to be proud, because maintaining good posture after 65 is a rare and valuable achievement. 4. You can get up from a chair without using your hands. At first glance, standing up from a chair without using your hands might seem like no big deal, but if you're over 65 and still able to do this smoothly and without effort, you're demonstrating something incredibly valuable: functional lower body strength and balance. This movement isn't just about your legs. It requires coordination between your quadriceps, glutes, core muscles, and even your sense of balance. When one part starts to weaken, many people instinctively push off with their hands, grab armrests, or need help getting upright. But if you can rise without using your hands, that means your muscles are still strong enough to support your body's weight on their own, a key marker of independence. Think about how many times a day this motion happens. Getting up from a dining chair, your favorite recliner, even the driver's seat of a car. If this action becomes difficult, it can quickly limit your lifestyle and lead to feelings of dependence. On the flip side, maintaining this ability helps you stay active, social, and confident. So how can you preserve or improve it? Focus on gentle leg strengthening exercises like chair squats, step-ups, or seated leg lifts. Even walking regularly makes a difference by keeping your hips and knees mobile. Take this moment to test yourself. Sit in a chair without armrests and try standing up using only your legs. If you can do it easily, that's a strong indicator that you're aging well and maintaining the kind of strength that keeps you independent. Because in the end, it's not just about standing up. It's about rising to meet life on your own terms. 5. You can stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds. Here's a quick challenge for you. Stand up, lift one foot off the ground, and count slowly to 10. If you can do that without wobbling, grabbing a wall, or putting your foot down early, congratulations. You've just passed one of the most telling tests of aging well. Balance is something we rarely think about until it starts to fade. But being able to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is more than a party trick. It's a powerful sign of coordination, lower body strength, and neurological health. Why does this matter so much? Because studies show that poor balance in older adults is strongly associated with a higher risk of falls. And falls are the leading cause of injury and hospitalization among seniors in the US. Each year, 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 or older takes a fall, and many suffer life-changing consequences from a single misstep. The ability to balance reflects the communication between your muscles, joints, eyes, and inner ear. When everything is working in sync, your body stays upright and stable. When it's not, even walking across the room can feel risky. Here's the encouraging part. Balance can be improved at any age. Simple practices like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, walking heel to toe along a hallway, or trying basic Tai Chi moves can help retrain your body and sharpen your reflexes. Imagine being able to walk on uneven ground, climb stairs, or play with grandkids without hesitation. That's what strong balance gives you, freedom and peace of mind. So if you just stood on one leg for 10 seconds or more, you're not just showing physical control. You're showing that your body is still communicating clearly and efficiently, and that's something to celebrate. If it was difficult, no shame in that either. Start where you are and work on it a little each day. Because balance isn't just about staying upright, it's about staying confident, mobile, and independent for the long haul. 6. You can sit down and get up from the floor without using your hands. Let's talk about a movement that might seem simple, but reveals so much about how your body's aging. The ability to sit down on the floor and get back up without using your hands. If you can do this, you're demonstrating a remarkable combination of core strength, flexibility, joint stability, and coordination. The kind of physical foundation that often starts to fade in our later years. Think about it. How many times do you actually get down to the floor? Maybe it's to play with grandchildren, reach for something under the couch, or stretch after a walk. But here's the real test. Can you get back up without pushing off with your hands or leaning on a nearby table? This movement challenges your entire body. Your thighs, glutes, abdomen, back, and even your ankles have to work together seamlessly. And when they do, it's not just impressive, it's protective. According to medical research, people who struggle to get up from the floor unassisted face a much higher risk of falls, fractures, and long-term mobility loss. On the other hand, those who can do it smoothly are statistically more likely to live longer and stay independent into their 80s and beyond. It's even used in clinical settings. Doctors refer to it as the sit-rise test, a quick and surprisingly accurate tool to predict longevity and overall health. If this is something you haven't tried in a while, take it slow. Start with a soft surface, maybe a yoga mat, and keep a chair nearby for safety. With practice, you can rebuild this skill, and every step forward will help you regain control over your mobility. So, if you can still get down and back up from the floor without needing support, consider yourself part of a rare and impressive group. That movement might seem small, but it represents something huge: freedom, stability, and strength in motion. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. The body responds to consistency. Start gently, and you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make. 7. You can carry groceries without struggling. If you can carry your own groceries from the car to the kitchen without feeling winded, shaky, or needing to stop and rest, you're doing better than most people realize. This simple task, lifting and holding grocery bags, requires more than just arm strength. It's a real-life indicator of upper body endurance, grip strength, shoulder stability, and even bone health. And for many older adults, this is one of the first everyday movements that begins to feel harder over time. Why is this important? Because being able to carry weight comfortably shows your body is still functioning at a high level. It means your joints can handle pressure, your muscles still have strength, and your nervous system is working in sync to support basic tasks. Let's be honest, no one brags about carrying a gallon of milk or lifting a bag of produce. But the ability to do so without effort speaks volumes about your overall health and independence. And here's the kicker. Studies have shown that grip strength alone is a significant predictor of longevity. That means the very ability to hold and carry something, like a bag of groceries, can reflect much more than just convenience. The good news? You don't need fancy equipment to maintain this strength. Regular walking, light resistance training, and even carrying reusable bags with a little extra weight can keep your arms, shoulders, and hands engage. So the next time you bring in the groceries without breaking a sweat, remember, you're not just stocking your pantry, you're proving that your body is still strong, capable, and aging with resilience. And that's something to be proud of. 8. You can naturally sit down and get back up from the floor. Being able to sit down on the floor and get back up without assistance may not seem like a big deal until it becomes difficult. If you're over 65 and can still perform this motion naturally, you're doing something truly extraordinary for your age. This ability involves more than muscle strength. It reflects the harmony between your balance, flexibility, coordination, and core control. It's one of the most complete functional movements you can perform, and maintaining it means you've preserved a high level of physical integrity. Let's put this in real-life terms. Whether you're gardening, playing with grandkids, or picking up something you dropped, getting down and up from the floor is something that affects your daily freedom. And unfortunately, many older adults lose this skill gradually, without even noticing, until one day they realize they can't get up without bracing on furniture or needing help. But here's the empowering part. Those who can still do this naturally are statistically less likely to suffer from fall-related injuries, hospitalization, or early disability. In fact, healthcare providers use this motion as part of the sit-to-stand or sit-rise test, an evidence-based assessment tool that strongly predicts long-term health and mobility outcomes. If you're one of the rare individuals who can move to the ground and rise back up with control and confidence, it means your body is still operating in sync. It also means your chances of maintaining your independence well into your later years are significantly higher. Now, if this is something you currently struggle with, don't be discouraged. With regular practice, starting from seated squats, core strengthening moves, and light flexibility work, you can retrain your body. The key is consistency and patience. So the next time you kneel down and rise back up with ease, don't just brush it off as normal. Take a moment to appreciate it, because this simple motion represents mobility, safety, confidence, and the kind of strength that truly matters as we age. So now that we've explored these 8 key signs of aging well, how did you do? Whether you could check off all of them, just a few, or even one, that's something worth celebrating. Because the fact that you're here, learning and reflecting on your health, already puts you in a group of people who are invested in their well-being. And that mindset alone is a powerful tool for aging with strength and purpose. These abilities, like carrying groceries, standing tall, or rising from the floor, might seem small on the surface, but each one reflects a much deeper truth, that you are still mobile, strong, resilient, and capable. And in a world where many people expect aging to mean decline, you're showing that it can also mean growth, wisdom, and independence. If you noticed a few areas where you've slipped, that's okay too. The beauty of the human body is its ability to adapt. With small, consistent effort, whether through light strength training, balance work, or just staying more active, you can rebuild what may feel lost. Remember, aging is not about what you can't do. It's about continuing to do what matters on your own terms. So take a moment today to be proud of the things your body still allows you to do. And if there's something you want to improve, make that your next step. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey toward aging smarter, stronger, and with more confidence than ever. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. We'll see you in the next one. And until then, keep moving forward.